Hello YouTube, it's Toonski again for episode 4 of Angel of Death. Now, this episode, what I'm hoping to achieve is to clear out some of these bugs. And I've been sitting there trying to think of a plausible way of doing it. Because at first I thought, just laser turret run, but getting my hands on enough plastic and batteries is proven to be impossible. Next, because we got batteries there, lithium. What batteries do I need? I think it's these ones. You need lead and plastic in order to do that. Plastic, I'm not 100% sure how you make plastic. Plastic you need. I'm not 100% sure how you make plastic, but the lead is definitely a difficult one to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to research this and have a look at the formula for plastic. Naphara, is that how you pronounce that? Synthetic wood. That's not plastic, but anyway. We shall start researching, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to get that's a gas well. Should be an oil well somewhere. There it is. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to get my hands on that in order to create batteries, which makes this job a hell of a lot harder. Because I thought if I get batteries, plastics and stuff, I can make modular armor, shields, all that sort of stuff, and make this a lot easier. But since I can't get hold of that just yet, and I need this stuff for the lead anyway, my only option would be to increase damage and just basically throw grenades at them and then run away like a man. That's pretty much the only plausible way I can actually think of doing this. So I thought about doing flamethrowers as well, but you need oil. You obviously need oil for that as well. So yeah, I'll have a look, see how you actually make plastics. Because if I can get my hands on plastic, plastic is an oil-based thing, though, ain't it? If I could get my hands on plastic without needing oil, be amazing. I can do slag processing to create lead here. I'm just going along here. It's a long process, but I could do that. But I really don't see how I can get hold of plastic. That's going to be the bottleneck. Actually, modular armor. What do I need? Armor. Armor. That's the American spelling. Right, anyway, modular armor needs advanced circuitry and steel plates. It's not too bad. Solar panels, I would need, obviously, solar panels and advanced circuitry. Advanced circuitry, I need plastic. That is the thing that's stopping me from getting the modular armor. Anyway, we'll see what happens after this is done. And that's not really going up. Are we still producing down here? Yeah, still look active. Yeah. It's just a big research. Right. Things I've been doing in between episodes is I turned back on the bullets here. Just going down. Got the steel furnaces, and the bullets just go down to the bottom, and I added a buffer chest, which is this just here. And basically what buffer chest does is once this is filled up, the chest starts filling up, so I get a backlog of chest. And we have a damaged bit of wall, and I don't have any walls. Whoa. Where did that go? There it is. Alright, so we are starting to take damage. Oh, one oversight I had when I made this, when I created this starting map, was I just filled up all the squares with biter spaces, which makes it 100 times harder, but at the same time makes it a little bit easier. And that's because there are 3 different types of enemies in this game. You got the biters, the elementals, and the spitters, I think they're called. And the spitters are the long range ones, and they're generally the things that take down the turrets. Something I didn't really consider when making this little part of the beginning map. And also I've got a little bit of military science going, if I could press the right button. So I need military science because I'm going to need to increase the damage of the turrets, my shooting speed, because shooting speed and shooting damage, because when I go out there I will be shooting, chucking grenades. That's pretty much going to be my tactic. Just run around, come back to the wall, or come back to a wall filled with turrets and stuff. Right, what do I need? I'm going to create a little chest of bullets, because I am going to need a few of them. And we shall cap you off just there. What I did just there is limits the inventory space. So these are 200 each, so that is 2,000 bullets. So when I go out here, I'm just going to have a bunch of turrets, wall it off, run up, run back. Hopefully the turrets take down the bugs, and I go back, chuck a bunch of grenades, and slowly push. That is pretty much the only option I have got at this point. Juvenite. I'm thinking the bottom bit would be better for the oil, for the push. So originally I was just going to try and push him back to there, but if I do the bottom bit, I could go across there. Rubites. I don't need the rubite, but I do need the oil there. I could have it going across there because there's a nice cliff there, so 2 lots there, and I push them lot out. And they are the most active side. They are the thing that the side that is attacking the most, and they're attacking now. See if they actually do anything. Because they're the most active side, I have almost tripled the turrets down there, just to sort of keep up. But yeah, I'm thinking bottom side would be the best for this. Plastic's taking its time. Right, so this episode is just basically combat. In the meantime, I'm going to research plastics, and I know I'm not going to be able to make any, which is a shame, but it's one of those things. Right, so I'm going to research plastics, and then I'm going to research shooting speed, shooting damage, and explosion damage. And once I've done that, I will be back, and we still got a nice backlog, and then we can start the push on these guys. Right, I shall see you in a minute. Right, guys, so we're back. I've done a bit of preparation. I've built myself 100 turrets, 2,000 walls, 5,000 bullets, piercing rounds, and 500 grenades. Set this little thing up just to get it done a bit quicker, and I did a buffer for the thing. While I was waiting for everything to be done, I made this. It's washing plants to get something we've been needing for a while, which is clay bricks. This just works by, you get what's this, seafloor pump, and it goes through various washing machines, which basically just filters it down until you get to certain items. So you got sand, lime, and clay, and it all comes together to make clay bricks. So we'll be upgrading them soon. In terms of research, I did as much as I could for the damage. For the turrets and the explosions, because I'm not actually going to be shooting myself. But let's go down and fight these guys, and happy days. The behemoth biters are a thing. This is going to be fun. Alright, let's see if we can do this. The plan is just buildable turrets, go and just to keep extending it, basically turret wall kit. So go across, get some turrets. Oop, 3, and then we add, if it will let me, pop them in there, and then we dig down a little deeper. About there. Oh, there they go. Oh, look at him. The behemoths are huge. Oh, bit loud. Stop attacking me. Oh, fuck. Ah, crap. Get away from me. Get away. Get away. Turrets! Oh my god. Look at him. Absolutely huge. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Let's patch up this wall a little bit, and we'll add some turrets. Alright. There we go. Looking good so far. How far we're pretty close to the base now. We're making progress, but we're running low on ammo. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do this. Alright, so are we close enough to... No, not just yet. One more line. Seems like everyone is caught behind the bases. They all seem to be getting caught there. Oh, there's a lot of bases. Right, so oop, don't want to do that. Spread these out a little bit. Oh, close enough to attack the bases, which lets a couple of them loose. Now go on this side of the wall and start grenading the crap out of them. We are very, very low on ammo right now. Stop attacking me. It's just a wall. I think they got destroyed. Let's fix that little bit of a wall. Yeah, we've made a dent in them. Considering the behemoths are a thing, I'm quite pleased with that. Oh, no, he's not. I died by a big biter. I wasn't paying attention. After all that little gap there, that was all we managed to do. Let me autosave. After all that, all I managed to do was about that much damage out of all that. So that's not gonna work. Is there any way I could make it work? The only thing I can think of would be building land out to the edge and grenade them from there, but even doing that, it's not going to make much of a difference considering how chunky the land is. That's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Right, so I'm going to need more damage, and to do more damage, shooting speed, need speed, I need blue science, 500 of them, chemical science pack. What does chemical science pack take? There's a lot of stuff. Oh, it's a bit past where I need to be. What is it? It's not worth just putting chemical science in. Oh, no, we got to scroll up. There it is, chemical science pack. Requires advanced logistics and alloy processing. Need tin. Am I going to need tin in order to do this? I need engine unit, sodium hydroxide, advanced circuitry, and solid fuel. That require advanced circuits, plastic. I can't do plastic just yet. Mixed furnace, tin. Right, appear to have hit a bit of a bottleneck. I don't need for this processing. Right, I'm gonna need a little think about this. Also doubled up with science as well, by the way. Alright, I need a little think about this to see what the next move is. So I'm honestly not sure what we're gonna do. Anyway, I'll be back in the tick when I figured something out. Okay, so I've come up with a plan of how we can proceed. There's only one downside to it, and that is we need to get hold of this natural gas. Yeah, I have an idea of how I'm going to do this as well, but that is for the next episode. So how we are going to do it is build laser turrets, and how we're going to do that at our current level is when we get the gas comes in here, we get raw gas. Raw gas goes into this one, produces natural gas liquid, which goes into this machine, which produces methane. Yeah, methane. That one just there. Is that the right one? No, it's this one. Yeah, methane. This gas just here. Dispose of the other two. And it goes into this machine, which also needs steam to produce methanol gas, which goes into this machine, which also needs steam to produce propane, which goes into this machine, produce liquid plastic, which finally ends up here to produce plastic. And then the plastic goes into a chemical plant to make batteries, but I need lead plate and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid needs sulfur dioxide and purified water, and you get sulfuric water, sulfur dioxide gas through sulfur and oxygen, and you get the sulfur from the hydro plant with sulfuric wastewater, which again is a byproduct of this one. So this one will connect up to here to start the loop, and then these will just loop back around. Actually no. And then same again here, where this one goes. We need the sulfuric acid here to produce slag slurry. We also need crushed stone. It's very easy enough to get. Slag slurry goes into the filter. This thing. We have a cold filter and purified water to create mineral sludge, and then mineral sludge can produce our lead, which is what we need for here. And then at the top, circuits and steel plates, and we have laser turrets. And then we can think about expanding, because one thing I did when I researched it was the turrets Shooting speed is 10 plus 3. Damage is just the bullets, which is 8 plus 4.8. So it's 13 pretty much. But the turrets themselves, this one does 20 damage. So the base turret with no buffs or anything is almost twice as powerful than our current turrets, and they don't require ammo. They just require a lot of electricity. So that's how we are going to do it. Nice chain there. I'll set something up. So for the next episode, all this will be set up with all the proportions correct, so enough to make our turrets, and we shall begin by attacking this part here. We need this. That's the only deadlock, but like I say, I know how I'm going to do it. And once we get the laser turrets, we can begin clearing out the enemies from this base. Alright, so that's all from this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, blah blah blah, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.